You dropped 20 points of blood pressure by sipping a chocolate tonic for 14 days. How to unclog arteries naturally is the secret you need to survive. Your heart works hard, but the pipes it pushes blood through are far more important than the pump itself. Inside every single one of your blood vessels is a tiny thin skin that controls your life. Therefore, this skin acts like a smart gatekeeper that decides how much blood can flow through your body. But most people damage this skin every time they eat processed snacks or sugary treats. Therefore, your body sends in a repair crew to fix the damage with calcium and fat. This gunk is plaque. But the plaque is not the actual root of the problem you are facing today. Therefore, you are dealing with a fire that your body is trying to put out. Most doctors focus on the bandage, but you need to focus on why the fire started in your gut. Therefore, you must learn to protect that inner skin before it turns into a stiff wall. You can fix this, but you must act now. Therefore, your health depends on this. Modern food is fake, but your body still tries to use it to build your cells and your blood. Most people think they are eating healthy when they choose low-fat snacks or colorful cereal. Therefore, they consume way too much sugar without even knowing that they are hurting their own heart. But high-carb diets are the primary reason your arteries become stiff and hard like old plastic. Therefore, your blood sugar stays high and starts to scratch the inside of your blood vessels like sandpaper. You feel tired often, but you keep eating the same foods because they are everywhere in the grocery store. Therefore, your body is forced to work 10 times harder just to keep you standing up. Most diets fail because they only count calories instead of looking at how your pipes actually function. But you can stop this cycle by changing what you put in your mouth today. Therefore, you have the power to stop the rust before it ruins your internal plumbing forever. You deserve better energy, but you must choose better fuel. Therefore, stop following old advice. Your blood needs gas, but it is not the kind of gas you find at a station. Your body makes a special signal called nitric oxide that tells your pipes to open up. Therefore, your blood can flow fast and deliver oxygen to every single corner of your brain. But when your inner skin is damaged, you stop making this life-saving gas almost entirely. Therefore, your pipes stay tight, and your blood pressure starts to climb higher every single year. You feel the stress, but the real problem is that your blood vessels have forgotten how to breathe and relax. Therefore, you become a ticking bomb for clots that can stop your heart or brain. Most people never hear about this gas, but it is the most important thing for keeping your pipes smooth and very slippery. Therefore, you must find ways to wake up the machines inside your cells that produce this signal. You want clear pipes, but you need this gas to get there safely. Therefore, focus on your inner skin. The sun is medicine, but most people hide from it because they are afraid of getting a burn. You need the light from the sky to help your body create a special vitamin. Therefore, your skin turns sunlight into a tool that helps your heart pipes stay wide and flexible. But the sun also gives you invisible heat rays that boost your levels of nitric oxide. Therefore, standing outside for just a few minutes can do more for your heart than many expensive pills. You can breathe better, but you have to make sure you are using your nose instead of your mouth. Therefore, breathing through your nose releases more of that special gas directly into your lungs and blood. Most people breathe the wrong way, but you can fix your heart by just changing how you take in the air. Therefore, you're using free tools from nature to keep your blood moving without any extra effort. Use the sun, but do not forget your nose. Therefore, you will stay healthy. Your pipes use minerals, but most people have the balance completely wrong because they eat too much salt. Your heart needs a relaxation mineral called magnesium to keep your blood vessels from staying too tight. Therefore, you must eat enough green plants to give your body the tools it needs to rest. But calcium is like a brick that can get stuck in the wrong places in your body. Therefore, you need a special vitamin called K2 to act like a traffic cop for your minerals. This vitamin takes the calcium out of your heart pipes and puts it into your bones. But if you lack this vitamin, your arteries will turn into hard stone over many years. Therefore, you must ensure your minerals are going to the right spots so you stay bendy. You need strong bones, but you need soft pipes to live a long and very happy life. Therefore, focus on the balance between your minerals and your vitamins every single day. Balance is everything, but it is often ignored. Therefore, you must be smart. Your drink works fast, but it is not a normal tea or a cup of sugary hot cocoa. Cacao powder contains tiny plant parts that wake up your sleeping enzymes so your blood can flow. Therefore, your body starts making a special signal that tells your pipes to open up wide and clear. But most people buy the wrong kind of chocolate that has been stripped of all its power. Therefore, you must look for raw powder that hasn't been roasted or heated to high levels. Beetroot powder is different, but it works toward the same goal by giving you the gas chemicals directly from the root. Therefore, mixing these two creates a double blast of energy for your tired heart pipes and brain. One study showed this drink works just as well as going for a long run outside, but you don't have to sweat to get these specific results for your heart. Therefore, your blood starts moving faster and smoother within minutes of your first sip today. Your brain feels sharp, but your heart feels light. Therefore, your whole body wins. Sugar is like rust, but your body has a way to fight back if you are still young. Your body has a special vacuum cleaner called insulin that sucks up all the extra sugar you eat. Therefore, your blood sugar looks normal on a test even though you are eating way too much. But this vacuum breaks down because you have been using it too much for many long years. Therefore, the sugar stays in your blood and starts to scratch the inside of your sensitive heart pipes. You feel sluggish and heavy. But your doctor might tell you that everything is fine because your sugar is not high yet. Therefore, you are living with a hidden danger that is slowly destroying your ability to move blood. Most people wait until they are sick to change their ways of eating and living, but you can stop the damage today by cutting out the refined starches and sweet drinks. Therefore, you allow your heart to heal by finally turning off the rust machine for good. Sugar is sweet, but it is deadly. Therefore, you must quit. Your age is flexible, but most people think that getting old means your heart must get weak and tired. A famous study looked at people who were between 50 and 80 years old every single day. Therefore, researchers gave them a special cacao drink to see if their blood vessels would change or grow. But the results were shocking because their pipes became as healthy as people who were 20 years younger. Therefore, these people basically reversed the clock on their heart health in only 2 weeks of time. You can have the pipes of a young person even if you are gray and old, but you have to give your cells the right signals to start the repair process today. Therefore, science proves that your body is always trying to fix itself if you just get out of the way. Most people think damage is permanent, but your body can actually move the gunk out of your pipes and back to your liver. Therefore, you are never too old to start cleaning your system and feeling like a kid. Science is clear, but you must apply it. Therefore, start your repair. Preparation is very simple, but you have to follow the rules to make sure the drink actually works for you. You should mix your raw cacao and beetroot powder with water that is warm but not boiling. Therefore, you protect the tiny plant chemicals from being destroyed by the high heat of a stove. But you must make sure you do not drink this at the same time as coffee. Therefore, the caffeine in coffee can shrink your pipes while the cacao is trying to open them up. You should wait 2 hours before or after your morning coffee to get the best heart results. But you can add a little bit of sea salt to make the flavor much better. Therefore, you are creating a perfect tonic that cleans your pipes while you sit and relax. You can do this daily, but consistency is the only way to see the gunk actually disappear forever. Therefore, make this a habit that you never skip so your heart stays strong and very healthy. It takes 5 minutes, but it saves your life. Therefore, drink up today. You have the map, but you must be the one to walk the path to a better and stronger body. You learned that nitric oxide opens your pipes, while sugar acts like rust that destroys your heart. Therefore, you remember to use cacao, beetroot, sun, and deep nose breathing to stay very young. But you also know that you must avoid the high carb trap that leads to stiff and hard pipes. Therefore, you must click the like button right now to tell your brain that you are serious. Subscribe to this channel, but do not stop there because you need to share this video with a friend. Therefore, you might actually save someone from a scary surgery or a lifetime of taking painful pills. You are now a literal lifesaver because you have the knowledge that can prevent a heart attack today. But the biggest change starts in your mind when you decide to treat your body with respect. Therefore, you are ready to live a life full of energy and clear pipes starting right now. Clear your pipes, but keep your heart open. Therefore, you will truly thrive.